Alright, so, the administrative scale. First we're going to clear up the words. Administration. The clerical and executive decisions, actions and duties necessary to the running of an organization. L. Ron Hubbard. The sales manager is talking to a client. The interview itself is not an administrative action. Now, when she enters the results of the interview into the program Admin Solution of Management, that is an administrative action. Having a staff member about the org board, writing orders, all of these are administrative actions. In the definition of administrative, there was a word clerical. You know that anything that has to do with office work is just paperwork, paper shuffling, a very dry official word. But if we sum up the word administrative or administration, in other words, we could say that it's means or methods that help a person or a group be more effective in reaching their goals. So I hope the word administrative is clear now. Let's clear up the word scale. Scale, a sequence and relative seniority of subjects. L. Ron Hubbard. Here's an example of the concept of a scale. While working in a company, an employee is moving up the career ladder, and every time that he reaches a new job level, he usually gets a higher and higher salary. In this case, we could say that a company uses a scale of salary. Another example. You know, there is such a thing as computer games, and usually these games have consecutive levels. So one could say that such a game has a scale of consecutive levels. I think that idea of a scale is not hard to understand. So, why are we clearing up all these words? In order to better understand what an administrative scale is. All of us, as do our companies that we work in, have our own goals, or at least we should have. So, the administrative scale is its own tool that allows a person or group to be more effective in working out and then following a sequence of steps that lead to what? To achieving the goals, of course. Basically, that is the main idea behind the administrative scale. Possibly, you thought that the administrative scale is the same as a business plan, or that it's the same as project management, or something else that you've heard of before. Remember, in the org board chapter, Vlad in a grey suit was showing you diagrams of various organizations, really existing organizations that had these black or dark spots. And, you know, more or less the same situation has place in relation to the administrative scale. I don't want to compare the administrative scale with all of this avalanche of information that has been written and exists about goals, targets, planning, missions, and what have you. Let's just take a look at what an administrative scale is, and then you can make your own conclusions, as always. So, the administrative scale is made up of 10 components. We'll take them up in order.